Oh man, I know a great guest that we have every week who's going to come in. Let's welcome everyone. Round of applause out there in podcast land, Miss Stacy Wright.
Miss
Miss Wright, welcome.
Wright.
Woo!
Oh
Well,
yeah, oh
I
yeah.
I wanted to ask, did you all know, counselors, that every student at Alderwood Middle School now has a library Canvas course?
That is so cool. Is that all Miss Wright all the time?
Yes. And
That's where I want to
so
be.
at a moment's notice, students can go onto their library Canvas course and they can go to the library catalog, hold a book that they can come pick up during curbside pickup, or they can get an audio or ebook 24/7. And
That's
we
almost
wanted,
too easy.
it is, we wanted to make getting books really, really easy. And so there's all kinds of bookish fun in the library Canvas course. So check that out. If you would like to.
I have a, can I ask a question
Hold
about
on,
that?
did you get the joke though, Mr. Webb? Check it out.
No,
Like check out a
I was
library
writing
book.
notes.
Out.
He
Okay,
said,
yeah.
check it out.
Oh.
Come on. All right. I
So,
had to
Phil, you
explain
got to
it.
help me catch these jokes, Phil.
like
I got it.
I'm just that subtle. Librarian humor. But this week I wanted to do some scary books, and I hope I am not too scary because I worry about that. So I'm
I'm so
starting.
excited.
So I
Yeah,
have.
this is middle school. This is middle school. We're and you know, at this point, kids, we're recording this October 15th. You have only 2 weeks to decide what you're going to be for Halloween. I'm just throwing that out there.
Season.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I chose 3 books, and I'm going to go as I talk. They're going to get scarier. So the first book
You are
is,
so cool. You are my favorite librarian of all time. Sorry.
well, it's going to get pretty creepy in here. The first book is called Pumpkinheads, and it's a good fall book. It's by Rainbow Rowell, who did the graphic novels for The Descendants. So I think probably a lot of you know that series. Anyway, so this is about 2 students, Josie and Deha, and they work in a pumpkin patch, and they decide they are going to take advantage of all the things the pumpkin patch has to offer, and they get in a little bit over their heads. It's a graphic novel, so it's a pretty quick read, but the art is amazing and it's a really good story. So the second book I have, and we're just diving into scary book territory here, is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. And it's about 5 students who go into detention, but only 4 come out. 1 is murdered.
Oh my gosh.
And
Does this take place at our school?
it does
Oh
not.
my gosh.
We do not have detention like this where, students come in and, they stay after school or they come in on weekends, and, we're not doing that this year. So nobody has to worry, but, who is telling the truth and who isn't, and who murdered Simon? So this is a really good one. Then the last book is called A Body in the Woods, or The Body in the Woods, and it's by April Henry. And I cannot keep April Henry books in the library because her books are so scary. So if you are looking for just a tried and true author to really freak you out, April Henry is it. So those are 3 really good books for this time of year if you want to be scared. We also have a lot of books if you don't want to be scared.
Those sound so fun. I don't, so when I'm reading a book, I kind of have to go back and forth between something that's kind of heavy or intense and then something that's light, just because my emotional state can't take doing too many heavy or too many scary books like all the time. But those sound like some fun ones.
I think
Right.
it's really like what gets you interested. Like if these types of things interest you, you're going to read more. So you should pick books that interest you. And what better time than October and fall if this is the kind of books that you like.
And Alderwood students tend to really, really like scary books. That I would say my number one request is I need a scary book or I want a mystery book. They want to use their brains and solve some problems, or, they just want to be scared. So I would not recommend reading at least two of the three of those with the lights dim. I would suggest, bright lights, daytime. I don't want anybody to be too scared.
Good call for sure. And I have one question about that. So I imagine reading a book, with the rain and everything is very relaxing, very awesome. But you mentioned the audiobook availability through Canvas and, when checking out books. Would that only be available through a student's Chromebook, or could you listen to the audio book on a different device, like, on your phone or something, so you could be a little bit more mobile?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes. Sora, which is the app we use, and you can access it through the library Canvas course or a lot of different ways. They do have a free app, and you can put it on your phone. You can put it on a tablet. You can put it on another computer. And when you start listening on one device, it will remember where you are on another device. So for example, I can listen as I'm doing work on my computer, and then when I get in my car, I can plug it in and listen as I'm driving home. So that's a really, really good question. Yeah, absolutely free app. So you have thousands of audio and ebooks at your fingertips.
Can I listen to a book while I'm walking through the woods?
Oh, spooky.
I don't know if I would recommend that. You could, but you just need to, I don't want you to get too scared.
Okay.
That, and it's also important to be aware of your surroundings when you're out and about.
That's true.
But my favorite time to listen to an audiobook is when I'm doing chores, because I don't really like doing my chores. And so it makes it a little bit more enjoyable, kind of a treat if I get some time to listen to the story I'm into.
I agree. And you know what? I find when I'm reading, people kind of let me be. So, you're listening to your audiobook, and, maybe parents won't come in and ask you to do chores, or, you're I'm reading, hey, and it just makes it very pleasurable. Not
Great.
that reading
Reading,
isn't
Well,
pleasurable, but
reading is so cool.
reading is awesome. And listening, which is a kind of reading, listening to audiobooks is awesome too.
It counts, you guys. It totally counts.
Totally counts.
do it. Be cool and read. Cool people read for sure. Take our word for it. And if you get too scared, students, with what you're reading, you can come see your counselors and we'll talk you through it. So don't worry.
Excellent.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Miss Wright.
All
Have
right.
a good one. Thank you for coming
Happy
by.
reading, Mustangs.
Thanks, Miss Wright.
Bye, everybody.